Hello, everybody. Just trying something new here. Doing a live stream. I'm going to be editing one of my next videos. So I thought you might want to watch whilst I do it and chat. If you're watching on the live stream, then say hello, drop where you are in the comments, say where you're watching from, which country. Hello, Planet Cypher. Nice to see you. How you doing? Just give a few minutes, just check over a few of the settings and make sure it's all set up. It's been a long time since I've live streamed, so this is going to be interesting. Final Cut Pro, unfortunately. Are you a DaVinci user yourself then, I guess? Hello, Vincent from Russia. Wow, hello. We have already got more views than any of my previous live streams where my mum would watch, and that's about it, I think. Also, let me know if the audio is okay. I'm taking a bit of a punt here because I've kind of hooked everything up. I should have there should be some background music playing fairly quietly, and you should be able to hear the mic pretty well. The music's from, where's it coming from? It's just an Epidemic Sounds playlist because that's where I've licensed my music from. So I can play a whole 5 hours worth of music for there for free without getting copyright struck, which is pretty good. Learning DaVinci. DaVinci's really good from what I've heard. I've tried DaVinci for a very short time where I was just learning to color grade. And then basically what I did is I used DaVinci to color grade, saved the preset, and then just loaded preset into Final Cut Pro. So I just kind of tick the box. Hi Mum. I'm not sure if she's watching. We'll find out later today when I talk to her. Right, we'll get cracking because I've actually got some work to do, obviously editing this video. So I'm going to, if this all works properly, so bear with me. If it doesn't, so let's jump onto the screen, bring me up, and hopefully that should be there. So awesome. Good to know the audio is great. Thank you. So this isn't a kind of well, I don't know how long the live stream is going to be, really. I've got my daughter's currently asleep, so probably whenever she wakes up, she's currently asleep by the looks of things. Yeah, I think she's asleep. I'm just watching for the audio monitor there. Yeah, DaVinci, I watched Gerald Undone's where he's got loads of tutorials on color grading and things, and basically follow that through. I'm still not that great on color. To be honest, you could sit down and learn about color for a very, very long time and get a lot better at it than I am. But I kind of found something that worked for me with my presets and so with my color settings that I've got to picture profile on the cameras. And I'm rolling with it for now. I like to tweak it from time. Although I did notice in this video I'm currently using, I forgot to switch any of my background lights on apart from one, so it looks a bit awful. But hey ho. God, this is one of my longest videos. Is it longest videos? 20 minutes. That's not too bad. I'm just going to watch it through fairly quickly to see if we're if there's much to be done to it. That's why. I don't think you can hear the video that I'm editing, which kind of spoils the video if you hear it. So that's why I've chosen not to show it just yet. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to get a copyright strike for showing Netflix footage. We'll see. Cheers, Jez. Hi, Jez. How you doing? Background? Yeah, I've haven't really done much with the background. It's just my messy desk with a fancy camera to blur it all out. Ah, that's where I got to. Now I remember what I was doing with this video. I was adding in the crops. If you see here, I've got a crop layer. So this basically zooms the camera in. If I take that one off, it zooms the camera in. So it's just adding a bit of motion into the videos. I probably should have tidied my background up. There's a big Amazon box. I don't know which side it is. That side. There's a massive Amazon box behind me. They're full of Christmas presents. So yeah, don't tell anyone. The wife's Christmas presents. She does watch the stream sometimes, but she is currently out picking child number 2 up from school. So unless she's watching in her car, which she might do. But she won't open them anyway. Jez, no, this is not using the new MacBook Air, unfortunately. So FYI, the new MacBook Air does not drive the full resolution of this 49-inch screen. So that's something I've learned, and means I cannot use the MacBook Air for my main machine. So I might be looking at the new MacBook Pro maybe, but also tempted to look at the Mac Mini with the M1 processor. But then I'm also kind of thinking I should wait and maybe wait for the 16-inch or 15-inch or whatever's going to come out maybe next year with the new M1 processor, or maybe the M2 processor. Not sure which way it's going to go yet. But yeah, the MacBook Air does not support, at least this screen anyway, it's 49-inch, 5120 by 1440 resolution. I think 5120 by, yeah, I think that's about right. So it doesn't support that, which is a bit of a shame. What's in the Amazon box? Oh, well, if I told you that, then if she did watch the streams, then I'd be in trouble. And that would give away Christmas. Has anyone else done that? Has anyone else kind of bought all their Christmas presents too early because they weren't sure if they were actually going to be allowed out or if shops were going to be open? Not that it really matters, because I bought everything off of Amazon anyway, so yeah. Yeah, Jez, I think the Mac Mini might be okay. I'm trying to find some reviews online, but I can't see anyone that's got a 49-inch screen that's tested it yet. Oh, but 2 gifts. Wow, you're really ahead of time. I think that's my first few gifts that are in there. I'm really behind. I'm the kind of person that leaves it until like the day before Christmas Eve, and then Amazon Primes everything for the day before. There we go. Need to fix those. Where are we? Prime now. Prime now for the win. Jez, have you noticed the... I think if you sign up for Amazon Prime... Sorry, if you sign up for Amazon Business, you might have one already, but if you sign up for Amazon Business, they've got a Black Friday deal for 30% off a £200 spend or something, I think. So I've just signed up for that for my new business, and I might get some new treats. Planet Cypher, hello to your son Harry. Does not believe I'm live. I'm definitely live. It is currently just gone 2:30 here in the UK. And what time is it over there, by the way? Was it in Russia? Or is that... Oh, Vincent was in Russia. And where are you from, Planet Cypher? And Harry, where are you from? More to the point. Oh, I think if you signed up already, Jez, you don't get the discount from what I read. You had to sign up between like now and Friday, maybe? It might have to be new registrations only. Ah, Gloucestershire, hello. Not too far from myself. Yeah, boo. Those look a bit messy, don't they? I'm sure there's a more mathematical way to do this, but I just use my own eyes. Correcting yourself, love it. I'm never one to point out the incorrect spelling, but it does annoy me. Oh, that's not right anyway. Come on, fix it. Oh, no. So this is one of the reasons why I love Final Cut Pro. I was using Adobe, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I was using Adobe Premiere before this. And every time you had to do something like this, it was just a faff. Whereas Final Cut Pro, it's nice, drag, drop, drag a few sliders, and you're done. Okay. This is going to be one of my longer videos, as you can see. Good old VPN comparison. But the long videos generally perform well over time, I found. They do get a lot of views over the years. I think I've just hit over 100,000 views on the online storage video. Nothing quite as well performing as the Oculus Quest video. My god, if you look at the comments on the Oculus Quest video, it was like 50,000 views in 5 days. It was by far my fastest growing video. I thought I should make more of my videos that are 5 reasons not to buy a VPN connection. And I'll just get a load of abuse on that instead. Don't like that. No, that's not right. Nope. That's not right at all. There we go. Hey. That's what we need to do. There we go. Premiere Pro quite difficult to learn. Yeah, it was fairly difficult to learn. I think with Premiere Pro there seems to be a lot more content online. If you go and like hammer YouTube, you can learn a lot through just YouTube. But I think also because Adobe seem to be getting involved a lot more with the creators that are making the YouTube content. And that's not the bit I want. There we go. Right. YouTube video downloader. Yes, that one. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but what was I saying? Sorry, yes. The Premiere Pro, I think Adobe gets involved in lots of those creators. So Adobe will go and find them and let's download that one. And sponsor them and, you know, pay them money to make more sponsored content. Whereas with places like Final Cut Pro, Apple obviously don't pay anybody to go and create videos or how-tos. So there's a lot of them out there. Yeah, YouTube video downloader. There's a few of them out there, but like you see here, they're just, most of them throw up just crappy, just spammy malware type things after. So I try and avoid a lot of those where possible. So this is just one of two I found. I think FreeMake, oh, that Y2Make Guru one, that was the one I normally use, but it just redirected me to some really dodgy places sometimes. Excited for the M1 platform. I'm a big Raspberry Pi Linux tinkerer. I love the idea of ARM CPU running Unix Linux. What do you think of the Mu from Intel? I'm excited, actually. I mean, on the basis of what I've seen with the M1 Air that I've got at the moment, it's got a huge amount of possibilities. I think that's the main thing. The fact it can, I mean, we haven't charged it once since we bought it. That's probably the most kind of seeing thing of it. We've not charged it once. So it's interesting to see that obviously the processing power is immense. I shoot on a Sony A7 S3. So I'm just trying to log into find the right video and comparison resources. There we go. Let's just move this onto the screen so you can see it as well. Trying to concentrate and talk. I can't multitask at all. There we go. Oop. Nope. What was I talking about? Completely forgotten. Yes. Oh, no, I love the idea. I think once they've got it throughout their product line and into the Mac Pros and the MacBook Pros, the larger 16-inch range, and into their iMacs, I think there's a huge amount of prospects with them. The fact that they can be, you know, twice as fast or 3 times as fast as the, you know, most common laptop, however they put it in their marketing, and the battery life is just insane on them. So it's very, very interesting. And the fact also that the Macs that they're putting out now with just 8 gig of memory or even 16 gig of memory are outperforming. You know, my MacBook Pro I think was like $3,500 or something. It was very expensive. It's 32 gig of memory and an Intel i9 processor, and the new M1 processors and the smaller amount of memory is absolutely beasting it on that Sony A7 S3 footage, which is really, really high quality. Its file sizes are absolutely gigantic, so much so that I don't actually shoot in those large file sizes yet, because it would just cause me a lot of issues editing them. So it's not quite there for me yet. But once I get one of my, obviously the MacBook Air doesn't really work for me, but I think the Pro might, but I'm going to wait until the larger version makes an appearance. Oh, where is it? There we go. Okay. I'm already going to predict that bits and bytes is going to really confuse most people watching this video. I'll try to explain it, but I've also simplified it very a huge amount. So I'm just dropping markers in here so I know where to put some B-roll footage. Yeah, exactly that. I think the comparison between the like you say iPhone and Samsung, very similar. It's and that's what Apple's trying to get away from the looks of things. It's the comparison to bits and bytes and gigs and hertz and gigs and memory, all that kind of stuff. Just going down to actually how the performance works. Jez, nibble bit bytes. Yeah, well, I was trying to explain that if I download I've got a gigabit. I've got a gigabit per second connection here. So in the speed results, the testing tool I was using was downloading megabytes. So it's the conversion, and it's obviously makes it difficult to explain when technically the number is actually not a number you see on the screen when you're reading it. So yeah, that was fun. For those guys that are in the UK, what are you doing right now? Shouldn't you be at work? Or are you working from home? Daddy Daycare Planet. How old are your children? Five. Oh, my eldest is 5. He's at school though, or he's being picked up from the school. I love adding some fun music in between the segments. Just cheers the whole video up. Vincent, you are personally using a VPN service. I haven't normally used a VPN, to be honest. Obviously, for work, I use it a lot to connect into like the office when I was out and about working. But generally from home, I haven't. I think a lot of people do overseas because they use it for things like mainly for Netflix. And actually, this is a focus of this video: is which VPNs can you use to connect to the States to get US Netflix shows or abroad and overseas. So it's interesting to see. And actually, one of the everyone says like the most requested videos, it's been requested by a few people, is a VPN comparison. So I thought I'd do one of these. It's one of those videos, it takes a lot of work to put this together and edit it and do all the research and sit down and actually test and properly test all the tools. So I've done the testing. I just need to get this video edited, and this should hopefully be posted out. It might be later this week. Worst case, it'll be Sunday. I'm trying to figure out if I should be posting every single Sunday and just staying regular, or actually if I should post, a few times a week if I can do. The difficult thing is they're managing time and getting the videos out quickly. So this might, if I can get it finished, maybe today, then I'll get this posted. Maybe live tomorrow, you never know, but it might be Sunday, depending on how quickly it all goes. Tim, hi Tim, where are you from? Who are you? Very nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. Adithep, sorry if I can't pronounce your name. What editor you use? This is Final Cut Pro. So this is Final Cut Pro X on a Mac, on the old MacBook Pro 16-inch. That's horrible, isn't it? The old MacBook Pro 16-inch. It's not that old. Very welcome, Vincent. You'll obviously have to watch the video to find out the recommended one, or I'll give it all away. I'm absolutely gutted I switched none of the lights on in the background of this video. Kind of makes me want to reshoot it, but then equally, it's a really long video. I can't be bothered to reshoot it. Thank you, David. I've just found you, and you have been a refreshing change on YouTube business category. I'd love to be in the YouTube business category. That sounds interesting. I am trying to kind of mix up the videos to keep people entertained. I mean, if I just focused on business, I think it would bore a lot of people. And so there's a bit of tech in here, a bit of business, and just kind of mix of both. I'm kind of in the process of starting my own business a second time around, so I'm kind of going through the throes of getting that all set up, all the account system, and so I'm actually really loving the process of automating everything, getting it all set up kind of right from day one, because having gone through having one business and setting that up over, it's a very long process over, almost a decade of running it and setting it up. It's nice to kind of start again and going, we're going to do all this cool stuff from day one that will really make my life a lot easier later on. So it's interesting. So I'm going to try and document some of that. Some CRM reviews coming out there, and there's also going to be another CRM review coming out shortly about Active Campaign. I've just done a HubSpot one that I posted yesterday, which is interesting. So go watch that if you haven't already. And the Active Campaign one's going to be interesting because you can automate a lot with that, and I have automated a lot with that. So I kind of want to show off what I've done with that as well. Tim from Northern Germany, hello. Good Abend. I speak a little bit of German. I might have failed my German exam. I actually went in school. The German oral exam was an interesting experience because you get to sit down, and obviously they just talk to you and have a conversation. So they sat me down in my exam and gave me a dictionary, and I was like, okay. They gave me all the questions to prepare and gave me a dictionary. So I was like, oh, brilliant! I can take the dictionary in and my notes. So I literally sat there, made a few notes, had my answers on a bit of paper, and I was going to walk into the exam with my bit of paper with the answers on it. And then they took the bit of paper off of me when I sat down. I was like, oh, hang on. No one said I wasn't allowed to keep the bit of paper. And so I think I got an E. So in this country it was A, B, C, D, E, and then I think U was ungradable. So I got I think it was an E, or maybe it was a D, but it wasn't very good, whatever it was for German. So I'm very, very sorry to your whole nation and country. Planet Cypher, are you concentrating on YouTube content, or do you have other business ventures too after selling up in India? So yeah, I didn't really have any plans, no specific plans after I sold the business. And what's actually happened in the meantime, in the gap between selling the business and I should probably keep doing this because the screens are really boring if I'm not doing anything. Whilst I was selling the business, people were starting to approach me to ask if I could help them set up their IT businesses. So I just started doing that. I've started, I guess it's called business coaching, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't really call myself a business coach because I'm not one. But if I can help someone else that's running their IT business to do the same that we did with ours at the time earlier in the year, then fantastic. So I've had loads of people approach me for that. I've started coaching. I think my Thursdays are now completely fully booked with coaching clients, if we're calling it coaching. So that's kind of I think that's my main source of income and revenue for now. That's going to be a good focus. And the YouTube stuff really is interesting for me. I think I should probably take the screen off. Should I do that? Then you can see me instead. Has that worked? I think so. But yeah, the YouTube stuff for me is interesting because it's fun. For one, it's hugely fun to actually do YouTube videos and produce content and meet people and go see new places. And I mean, I literally had an electric scooter. Was it last week before? To go and have some fun on to make a video. I mean, what kind of job can you have where you can just go and have some fun and film yourself doing it? So the YouTube stuff, I'm really interested to see how that can go. So I'm trying to do, a couple of days a week to the coaching side of things, and then maybe the rest of the week to the YouTube side of things. And I've also had a few people approach me with a few business ideas and stuff I might invest in. Just kind of playing the field at the moment just to see what's what and get used to what I'm comfortable with, and also get settled into doing the coaching side of things, because I see that as, I really, really enjoy doing that. Very selfishly for me, the coaching stuff is a chance for me to do all of the fun stuff of running an IT business, all the strategy and marketing and actual kind of operational stuff, with none of the actual, the stressful part, which is, customers and staff and legals and financials and all that kind of day-to-day stuff that you obviously have to get involved in when you're running a business. So yeah, really intrigued to see where that part's going to go, and absolutely loving it at the moment. Looking forward to the active campaign and love the HubSpot one. Thank you very much, David. Currently trying to automate things myself. Yes, if you wait for the active campaign one, I've basically tried to automate almost 100% of new customers signing up. So they basically fill in a form and everything just kind of gets kicked off. It kicks off a few automation workflows, which then sends a few emails, gets them signed up to direct debits and all sorts. Ties into Xero, which is our account system, and yeah, just basically creates their account in various different places, ties them up with a WordPress website, which I'm having designed at the moment and built for the coaching side of things. And yeah, it's absolutely love it. Absolutely love Active Campaign. So watch out for that one. And I think there's also a 2-month discount or something off the back of that one. So I haven't really looked into the affiliate stuff too much because I try not to get hung up too much. I know most of my videos have affiliate links in them, but I try not to get hung up too much about that. It's just kind of, well, if you're going to talk about something, you might as well have a link, and might cover the cost of making the video. You never know. Actually, interestingly, the Oculus Quest video that I made, which was all about the 5 reasons not to buy the Oculus Quest, and everyone was slagging me off on the video and saying what an awful video it is. Thanks to those lovely people, it's actually paid for my Oculus Quest because of the ad revenue that YouTube's paid me. So I'm very thankful to all those angry people. So I'm just going to eat a cake whilst I'm watching my own video. Thanks, Jez. Yeah, literally 71,000 views for 5 reasons not to, and then 923 views for 5 reasons to buy. I think my favourite comment on that was, well, why did you buy one if you don't like it? It's like, well, you kind of have to buy it to realise if you like it or not. Weird people. But thank you all the same for all those lovely comments. I did also, I had to reach out to some more popular YouTubers to ask how you deal with such a high amount of comments, a high amount of negative comments, and I've had to enable some. There's a filter now on the channel where it filters out bad words. That's not to say go and try and leave some dodgy word comments on my videos, but it just means lots of the really overly aggressive comments won't appear on my videos, and I won't see a lot of them because that was not the best for mental health. I mean, I didn't really mind it too much, but obviously I was literally having to go on and hide or delete about 10 comments at least a day, I think, maybe more than that to start with. It was attracting a lot of negative attention. If anyone hears my daughter crying, can you let me know? Because I can't actually hear with my headphones on. And I think you can hear a lot more than I can. It's literally right here by the microphone. Yeah, I think the whole kind of reading and responding to your comments thing, through growing my own business, I've always thought that if anyone's going to talk to you publicly, then you should respond back to them, because that's how you kind of grow a business. It's particularly with the line of business I was in, which is an IT business. If people are leaving public reviews on your website, then respond to them, because I think they'll appreciate that you're responding to them. And also those others that are looking at it and maybe looking at your business and wondering, hey, should I work with these guys? If they are seeing that you're responding to your public reviews, then that will attract more people. So I kind of think I see the comments section as a certain amount of like that, but it's very difficult. Not really from a mental health point of view specifically, but particularly with that video, it was just the sheer amount of comments. It's very, very difficult to stay on top of them. It's died down a lot now. I think we're getting maybe 1,000 views a day or 2,000 views a day or something. It's still going up fairly quickly, but the number of comments, whenever you open the YouTube Studio app and you just refresh and it's just a whole page's worth of comments and you have to go through and figure out which ones to hide, which ones to reply to, it just gets very, very time consuming. And so I can see some of the larger YouTubers, you just can't do it because there's just too many comments. Where is it? Where is it? Surfshark, where are you? Ah, I deleted it. Whoops. Let's get that back. One of those things when you finish making a video, so you move some of the things to the recycle bin and then realise you still need it. There we go. Let's get some quick time. So we're just going to, this is how I cut some of my B-roll type footage up. Move some of this stuff out of the way. QuickTime. I'm going to just do a screen recording with QuickTime. Oh, super difficult to do this with a double screen. There we go. Okay. From the UK to Germany to the UK. Canada. From UK to Canada to US. Lots of VPNs. There we go. Bring that one back over here. There's... Oh, if I can spell. Multi-hoip. Multi-hop in there. So I've just realised you probably don't want to hear me eating a cake, do you? That's not very nice, nice viewing. And I noticed the secret placements of the Xbox Series X. Yes, Jez, ASMR cake eating is a completely different YouTube channel. Although ones that actually perform really well, apparently. Maybe I should do that. Oh. Maybe I should do that at the end of my videos. ASMR cake eating before I say goodbye. Pop. How can you use content from Casey? That's a very good question. It's a very good question. I don't actually know. I think it comes under creative content. I've not really run into any issues copyright-wise yet. Whenever I show clips from even films from Netflix and those kind of things, I always make sure that I take out the audio, and I also only show a few seconds of it, if that, because I think if there's too much of it, then I'm sure the YouTube algorithm machine thing will kick in, and then it will block it automatically. But something I also do before I upload when I upload my videos, I upload them into unlisted status first, because if they're unlisted, then Google and YouTube will still scan the video and see if there's anything wrong with it, so I get a chance to fix anything. And I've never had any issues with any of my videos so far. And I've clipped out videos from, maybe not Casey Neistat before, but certainly from other channels. And I think ultimately it would only come up as it would flag up as a copyright claim on Casey's account. So I think Casey might have to kind of confirm and say, yes, I've got an issue with that. I don't know. I haven't experienced any issues yet so far. So I'm kind of blissfully ignorant at the moment. Whoop. There we go. There we go. Again, one thing I love about this is just so easy, copy and paste. And also just an FYI for those that are using Final Cut Pro, if you just have an assets folder, literally I have an assets project that just has all these things that I need, and I'll just go and copy and paste a lot of them just between projects. Makes things so much easier. Secret tip number 1. So when I started watching The Crown, actually literally after recording this video, I'd use The Crown as an example because it's the first one that came up as like highly rated in the US when I was connected to the VPN on the US. I'm actually quite enjoying The Crown. Whoop. Again, there we go. Almost. On to the last topic on the VPN video and then just the final touches. That means it might actually get posted tomorrow then. What machine is your editing running on? Mac and always 4K when on location 4K too. Yeah, so I always shoot everything in 4K just because I always think that it's worth shooting at the best quality you can, so you might as well. Although 1080p would be easy to edit, but to be honest, my Mac doesn't have any issues editing the certain level of 4K that I shoot. It's only on this Sony a7S III. Actually, this is the Sony a7 III. The S3 is behind me. It's only on that camera that has some absolutely insane byte rates. I think they're like 200 megasecond, if not kind of 500 megasecond byte rate video files. So I don't shoot at that, but I do shoot in 4K, always edit in 4K, always upload in 4K, and when I'm on location I always shoot in 4K too. I've got the battery life, we've got the memory cards for it, so it doesn't cause me any issues, and if anything it's better when shooting on location because you can, if shooting in 4K you can crop in, so you can see a lot further if you need to zoom in or something. Hey Jason, how you doing mate? Where are you from? Would love to know. What are you up to? What time of day is it there? Yeah, for example, all this footage here is it zoomed in? Oh, it's not zoomed in. There's some footage that I haven't zoomed in on. That footage is zoomed in. Again, copy, paste, slap it on. Now we're zoomed in. Oh, although that changes something else about it, doesn't it? Don't want to change the retiming. Although this entire frame was out of focus, which is great. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's again a reason why I do the 4K content is I believe, as you said, the YouTube gods favours 4K content over 1080. And I've even seen a lot of bigger YouTubers and creators, they will shoot in 1080, but they'll actually export the video at 4K, so it'll upscale to 4K, and then essentially upload the video to 4K to YouTube. And again there we go. Sorry, Shivam, I just saw your comment. I don't know why I missed that one. From India. Hello to India. What time is it over there? That's a long way away. Almost there, almost done. Crop 2, there we go. So the way I do a lot of my videos here is I have just adjustment layers, so I can, if I want to zoom in, I'll zoom in using an adjustment layer rather than actually adjusting the footage itself. It just means you can go in with Mac, I think you just tap V and it just enables and disables the adjustment layer, so I can just see what it looks like with or without. And again, I can see what the footage looks like without my color grade on it. The only thing I do on the footage itself is I add the actual LUT, conversion LUT. So I've got my camera LUT here, which turns it from, if I turn that off, from horribly overexposed to my normal type of video. Oh, and the audio changes. I'll make some changes to the audio directly on the footage because that's obviously where the audio track is. Go. Grab the subscribe from this one. There we go. wanted. No, come here. Do you think the subliminal messaging is working? There we go. So that is the video done by the looks of things. Just going to go through and if that's the right one. Add in, yeah. Then I do my good old favourites. Oh, for some reason it's my account still thinks it's linked to my old business even though it's not. Thing is I need to cancel my account and re-sign up, which then lose all my playlists. Oh, that might go quite nicely. I'm going to try that track and just see how that one goes. YouTube. Nope, not that one. Music. Off topic, Harry asks, what is your favourite dinosaur? His is Velociraptor. Oh, Harry, that's a very good question. What is my favourite dinosaur? I think mine probably is the T-Rex, unfortunately. I know it's the very common one, but my kids love it when we play a game where my little girl, who's 2, just shouts dinosaur, and I just chase around the room and chase Harvey, my eldest, around the room. And it's just dinosaur, dinosaur, dinosaur. And she's still sleeping, which I'm very surprised at. She's still sleeping. Should probably text the wife and see if, unless she's watching this. But Planet Cypher, dad of Harry, what is your favourite dinosaur? That's the question. Just done there. Yeah. Oh, I think it's a bit too upbeat. Don't want people too happy when they're watching a video. Spinosaurus. Have you ever watched The Dinosaur Train, which is on Netflix? Our 2-year-old's obsessed with that at the moment. And also Dino Dan and Dino Dana, also very good. Let's give that one a go. See how that fits in. Dino Mad. Oh, we've been through that. We're still going through that. Dino Dana, Dino Dan, Andy's Dinosaur Adventures, Dinosaur Train. There's also a YouTube channel called what they called, the Park Ranger Erin, or Dino Adventures or something with Park Ranger Erin. That's Harvey was obsessed with that channel for a very long time. One of the reasons I got into YouTube, from watching his YouTube videos for little kiddie things. Ryan's Toys. Wow, just... There's a goal. Yes, Jason, it is completely insane how many views they get. If only others could open up boxes of toys and get paid for it. I guess that's what most of the adults, or the YouTubers on YouTube manage, but not quite to that scale. I think Brian's Toys is probably is that the biggest YouTube channel? Certainly one of the biggest channels that rakes in sort of like 8 million a year, I think, just for him opening up toys. And look at my new house that I've moved into. I've only got 5 bedrooms this time. Oh, I'm not sure about that music either. God, it's such a difficult decision, music. Oh, that one's going to fit. There we go. The next one on the list, eh? Let's get rid of those ones that we know don't work. Oh, she's awake. Can anyone hear that? I heard it. She's awake. I think. Hang on. Let me just check. Or not. Might just be in a cough. We might be okay. I'll keep my ear out. See if she wakes up. Baby Shark video is now #1 watched, apparently. Also parody channels like Super Pop's Princess. I've not heard of Super Pops or Princess. But yeah, recurring revenue, that's just insane, isn't it? The amount of recurring revenue they get off those videos. I mean, recurring revenue, I think with the ones with kids channels is that they just sit there all day and watch them, and they don't skip ads because they just sit there and carry on playing, particularly if you might be like me sometimes where you're just cooking tea or something and leaving them to watch the YouTube channels. You're very welcome, Planet. I am probably going to be finishing up fairly soon. I'm just going to finish off this edit, and then I'll be ending the stream, so probably another 5-10 minutes or so for those that are viewing. And I'll get finished up, get this video posted, get it uploaded so it's unlisted, and see if I get in trouble for that Casey Neistat clip. And then I'll obviously work on the thumbnails, although I don't spend a huge amount of time on the thumbnails. Thanks for joining as well, Planet. Been a pleasure to chat to you for the my first live stream. You kind of assume that when you're going to do a live stream, no one will watch, but also I've never really had an audience of for almost 5,000 subscribers, I think, now. So it's interesting to see. For those that are watching, or on Planet, if you're still there, and anyone else, does this work for a live stream format? Would you rather a proper Q&A live stream or anything else? It's difficult to know what actually to do the live streams for, but actually I do quite enjoy them, or did quite enjoy them, so that's why I thought I'd do it again. Let's do that one. Copy, paste. I can't get that right. It's lining it up. Lining up is the difficult thing. Oh, so close. So close. There's only so much you can zoom in. Oh, no, it's too... No, it's the other way now. Deary me. There we go, that's better. Although I think that might be... No, that's right. Oh, where's that gone? Deep, 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 deep. Oh, where's that gone now? That's a shame. Where's that go? Ah, that's tied to that. That's lovely. These are the things I don't get in Final Cut Pro sometimes. How the footage seems to be linked to various areas. do like these bits. They're the kind of final finishing pieces. Tech Reality, this has been enjoyable. Thank you. Welcome, as said, usually working but looking after youngling. Thank you. Well, thanks very much, Planet. Appreciate it. So much so, I've just sat back, watched, listened, and learnt. Well, I'm glad you learned. I'm not sure what I was teaching, but you're very welcome. I guess there's some things in the Final Cut stuff, and maybe what I was talking about is interesting. So that's good to know. Style works for me today. Interested to follow the workflow and general Q&A. Cool. Yeah, I thought it was useful. I just have the worry that if I just did a Q&A session, I'd come on for a live stream, have a Q&A session, and nobody would watch. So I guess this is an easy in between. But if no one's watching and answering questions, then I can just carry on working. So that kind of works. Love from Barats. Hi Shivam, thanks for watching. Would not always work for me due to family life, etc. Always enjoy your content, however, always expected some of the Tesla content, but I guess there is stuff of that already. Well, I could do some more Tesla content. It's just, at the moment, it's very much the lockdown. Can't really get out there and drive much, and winter doesn't really help. In the summer, I was really hoping to do some more fun videos. I bought that drone for my traveling, which has obviously been cancelled, so I was going to get the drone out and do some more interesting Tesla videos. And I'm also slowly making some YouTube friends, so I've got there's a couple of people now, well, actually 3 or 4 people that I've got that I can call on to help with videos, which is always great, because that's one of the things I always wondered about. Most of the big YouTubers you see are in the videos, but they're not actually filming themselves. They've obviously got like a team that films them. So yeah, I might have some help to film some future videos, which would be really good. And actually, one of my good friends helped me film the B-roll footage for the screen review I did. So all that smooth, silky smooth, buttery smooth B-roll footage was both his help and also using one of his gadgets, a slider, which I'm looking to buy, but it's just more money, and I need to stop wasting money. Hello, eSport Cats. Hello, hello, hello. But yes, I will try and work on some Tesla content. I'll put something together for next year. And actually, there's some interesting updates coming out with the new software releases and full self-driving, if that actually reaches over to this country. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they did. Bit of a shame this the new car I've got doesn't have the... Is it the self-park? The autopilot. Yeah, this is self-park, and the lane change and the assist. It does the autopilot, so it stays between the lanes, but it doesn't take you off on motorways and onto the exit signs. It doesn't take you between motorway junctions. It won't change lane for you. That sounds like such a is it a first world problem? That's the hashtag, isn't it? Sounds really bad. There we go. I think we're done there. There we go. Just so you can see the amount of footage we have for one of these videos, particularly the comparison videos, because that's obviously very product centric. You've got that's just footage I've imported today, some audio tracks. There's some video tracks there. That's loads of audio tracks, some icons, all the screen captures. I mean, that's the bulk of the videos, all the screen captures and all the actual review footage of the stuff I'm testing. Then you've got the more video tracks, and it's, I mean, this footage alone is, how long's that? That's 30 minutes worth of footage I have to go through and cut. And this is, I actually had to shoot this again because stupidly I went to record something and I thought I'd erase the hard drive so I had enough space to shoot, but this was like another 30 minutes worth of footage I had to reshoot, which is great to know. One of the worst things is when you realise you've just erased the last like days worth of work from your hard drive. Yeah, I've seen he's going to say the full self-drive will go up, but did you see that he also announced, there was someone, as in Elon Musk does, someone tweeted to say, can the price not go up until it actually reaches the country? And I think he agreed to that. So I think it's gone up in the States because it's available over there. But I think from my reading into it, if it did come over to this country, then we'd have like a week's notice, or maybe the announcement from when it would be released into this country before the price would go up. So again, it's a great sales tactic because they're forcing people to upgrade before the price increase happens. So it just kicks a load of people into buying it who wouldn't know. Yeah, it's a lot of work required. I'm interested to see what they can do over this country. I mean, it's fair enough over there, but both from practicalities of actually doing it in this country, because the roads are all different and the signs posts and all that kind of stuff. But I just think the UK government's not going to allow anyone to do it for a long time. And there's also that funny common recurring meme that, I mean, even my car now, it sometimes struggles to stay between the lanes and go straight. And there's this phantom braking thing. I don't know if you're a Tesla driver yourself, but and it still does it today. If you're driving on the motorway, it could be doing like 70 miles an hour on autopilot, and it just sees a bridge and goes, "Oh, that's a problem. I'm going to slam on the brakes." And it does that. It doesn't do that as bad as it used to, but it certainly slows down. And when you're doing 70 and there's someone behind you and you slow down for no reason, it's not very good. You don't make many friends by doing that. There we go. Right, I think I'm finished with this video, so I'm going to give it one last look through, but I won't bore you with that because that's just going to just be boring for you. So I'm going to call the stream there. I'm going to say thank you very much to everybody that has watched and asked questions, and Planet Cypher, thank you, and Jez and Jason. Everyone was chatting to me earlier. Thank you very much. It's been a very pleasurable experience for my first returning to live streaming. I'm going to tweak the setup a little bit. I've got all sorts of weird things and cables and adapters going on here. I think my MacBook has quietened down. My Mac's fan was spinning earlier, but I'm actually driving most of this through the little A10 Mini, or ATEM Mini, I heard someone call it the other day, which means it's basically streaming by itself. I'm not using the Mac, I'm not using the PC, it's just all going through this direct box. So yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you all in the next video or live stream or whatever we're going to do. So cheers, and I'm going to figure out how to do the end screen. How do I do the end screen? I'm going to put it on still. There we go. And yeah, speak to you all soon. Cheers, bye-bye.